Hey guys, Ike Eastman here with Eastmans Hunting Journals. Today we want to talk about base camps. Sometimes you just need a base camp, antelope hunting or elk hunting or something that's not a backcountry hunt, something you can drive to. Brandon, let's talk about shelters.
The one we have behind us today, the name of the company is Bare Bones Living or Bare Bones Outdoor. And this tent has some innovative features that we've never seen in a wall tent before.
Yeah, and it's big. I mean, it's the biggest wall tent as far as not footprint, but actual height and stuff I've been in.
Yep, the headroom is amazing. It's got 9-foot tall peaks and 6-foot tall sidewalls. So a guy like me that's 6'2", that usually has problems with bumping my head inside a wall tent, that's virtually non-existent. One of the key features of this particular tent, in my opinion, is the ventilation. There's 12 different windows in this tent design, and there's tons of mosquito netting, and if you're hunting in warm temperatures, you can really get the air cooking through there, so you can cool down really fast.
Cool part is that door.
Yeah, the door that's right behind us right here is magnetic all the way up and down.
Let's talk about size. Footprint, how many people you can put in this, especially with bunk bed cots.
I use the bunk bed cots, the Camo Cot Disco Bed System, and you can easily fit 6 guys in here with hunting gear and everything.
If you get in there and you go, wow, this isn't a tent, it's a big room.
Right, and it's got a large floor print, but not too big to where it's hard to find a spot to set it up. It's 12 feet long by 10.5 foot wide, and so it's just enough room to have all your gear in there without being, a little heavy on space and wasted space, especially when the temperature drops. You're trying to heat up a large space with a smaller tent stove.
Right.
It's really easy to regulate the temperature and get it cooking in there.
Some of the features on this tent, there's some really, really unique stuff that a lot of guys have been having to retrofit their wall tents with, Visqueen or whatever. What are some of the cool things on this thing?
Well, the rubberized roof top that goes over the top kind of serves for that old, outfitter tent Visqueen function. That snow will just slide right off of that.
It actually has little eaves that come out so that the water drips out away from the tent rather than down the wall, right?
Exactly. So if you have the tent properly guyed out, there's not going to be any water or snow piling up and creating moisture problems right on the edge of the tent.
But it's got a floor, so you can do a stove and a floor. It comes with a stove mat.
Yep.
So it's water or fireproof, so it doesn't melt through the floor.
It's got a bathtub floor, similar to a lightweight backpacking tent that has a bathtub floor of several inches. Well, this has a bathtub floor that goes up, I think it's 1.5 feet up the sidewalls at least.
And it breaks down into 4 nice little bags you can put in the back of your Jeep or whatever.
Yeah, it's actually 3 bags. So
3 bags.
Better,
Yep, 3 bags.
Today we're taking a look at yet another unconventional wall tent in our wall tent series that we're doing. And as you can probably tell, I'm sitting in a teepee. Now most teepees are pretty labor intensive to set up, but this on the other hand is not. It can take one person as little as 8.5 minutes. Personally, I can do it between 15 and 20. This is a 15-person tent. The canvas material is made out of a cotton polyester blend that's extremely lightweight and easy to care for. This entire setup, besides the stove, breaks down and fits into this approximately 5,000 cubic inch backpack and weighs only 44 pounds, which is simply mind-boggling. And you can get it with options that has a floor in it if you choose, with the stove, with the drying ring. It also has one of the features of this tent that blows my mind that I've never seen in any other tent structure is an integrated venting system with draw cords that's right over here, and you can open and close the peak of the roof to allow it to draft from up underneath, especially from the vent that's over here on the side, and either take warmer air out of here if you're burning the stove a little bit too hot, or in the summertime or in warm antelope weather like we're hunting in now, it allows it to keep it fairly cool, especially when there's a breeze. It really vents well. The door also has a screen door on it and a double entry, and it's very easy for a guy my size, I'm 6'2", to get in and out of. It's no problem at all. Like a normal teepee is, you usually have to squat down pretty far to get in. There are multiple guidelines to make sure it's extremely secure in windy condition. Here we have the stove that comes with it, and this complete package, right now we don't have it all the way extended up, but the stove and the stove pipes, the spark arresters, and the insulator to prevent any burning that goes on through the peak of the teepee, all fit right inside this, and it fits inside its own convenient box that Tent Teepee sends you. All this is available through Mansfield Outdoors here in the United States. Tent Teepee is a Swedish company, and Mansfield Outdoors can hook you up with any size of teepee, virtually from 15-person all the way to 2-person. And they have not only the canvas materials, but ultralight synthetic materials as well.
Today we're up in the high country enjoying some shelter from a wall tent from Buckstitch Canvas Saddle and Tack out of Cody, Wyoming. Buckstitch has been in business for a long time. They've been making outfitter wall tents for a long time. They really know what they're doing. All of those tents from Buckstitch Canvas are made with Sunforger marine grade canvas, and what that means is the Sunforger compound that's applied to the tents make it much more mildew resistant and mold resistant, and just much easier to handle and take care of. Now every single one of these tents is reinforced in all the right places. The eaves, the grommet, seams, everything has 6,000 pound tensile strength. And one of the great things about this tent is that if you're looking for the quintessential Basecamp outfitter's tent, I mean, this is it. This is what everybody thinks about when you think about a wall tent. All the tents from Buckstitch are made to order. And so you tell them the size, the type of tent poles that you want in it, the arrangement of the windows, if any, the stove jack, where you want that in the roof so you don't have to have it stuck at one end. You can have it more towards the middle of one of the side walls if you prefer, to get that heat more evenly distributed. The doors on these canvas tents have hook and D-loop closures along with Velcro backing to seal out the wind. You can also get a floor that goes in the tent. Everything is custom ordered. They have tents from size 9 by 12 all the way up to 18 by 33. And they have add-on options as well, which you can check out on their website at buckstitchcanvas.com. The add-on options include awnings, porches, add-on rooms, and the list goes on and on. They're super easy to set up. They also have the capability of being set up way in the back country without the tent poles that you can purchase from them. You can actually use lodge poles as they have the lodge pole sock that goes through the peak of the roof, and use the A-frame configuration to set up the front and the back. Thanks for joining us on this week's tip, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll send you an email every time we've set up a tip just like this.